got hat, it's time to go.
Hi, I'm Madame Pamita, and this is Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. Well, today I'm going to show you a very cool, very magical, very witchy spell, which is how to make a potion. A potion, oh, it sounds so weird and witchy, right? But what we're really going to be doing is making a tea. Now, teas can be used as potions for yourself. Let's say, for example, you want to bring in more prosperity. You can make a tea to bring in more prosperity and drink it for yourself to bring that to yourself. Or maybe you want to do a tea for cleansing. You could do a tea for cleansing to make yourself really feel fresh and new and really remove any negativity around you. But today I'm going to show you a tea that's a love potion. Now you can certainly drink this tea yourself to bring love toward you, but you could also make this tea and serve it to someone else to make them feel more loving toward you, more affectionate toward you, and so on. So I'm going to be showing you how to make a love potion. So what you're going to need for this, of course, is boiling water. You're going to need a teapot of some kind. You're going to need some herbs. You're going to need teacups. Now, I'm going to show you a tricky little sort of shortcut here. If you want to make a love potion, but you don't want to go through all of this, then you can find herbs that are already in tea bags, herbal teas. Just do your research, find out what herbs are love herbs, and then find herbal tea bags that have those herbs in them. Things like rose hips, lavender, so on. You can use those tea bags, make your tea, say your intention, your prayer, or your spell over that tea, and you've turned it into a love potion. But we aren't ones to take shortcuts here. We're going to do something that's really magical and make it from scratch. So what you're going to need, in addition to all of this, is some way possibly to strain that tea. Now, you might want to get a muslin bag and use that muslin bag to put your herbs in. Then put that muslin bag like a tea bag into your pot, pour your hot water over it, and then remove that bag and you've got your tea, you can pour it, and there's no herbs left in it. You can reuse this bag, empty it out, and use it over and over again. Of course, you can also use a tea strainer where you put the herbs into the pot, pour the water in, and then strain them out through that strainer and keep the bits of herbs and so forth out of your tea. But me, I'm one that likes to do tea leaf readings and as well as making tea potions. So I like to let my herbs be loose in there. Let's see what falls into the cup, drink that cup, and then look at the reading, what we see afterwards. So that's what we're going to do. So first I get my teapot. Now, a very sort of British way of doing this, which I'm not going to do because I have no place to dump the water, is to first pour some hot water into that pot just to warm it up, swish it around, and then dump it out before you put your tea in and before you put your real tea water in. But I'm not going to do that because I have no place to dump. I'm in my office here. So we're going to use some special herbs. I'm going to move this teacup out of the way. We're going to need that later. I'm going to use some special herbs that are drinkable, that are edible, and are very magical as well. So first I've got some lavender for love that's very sweet, very romantic, very heart-centered, and calm kind of love, a peaceful kind of love. But I'm also going to add a cinnamon stick to our magic potion here because I want the love to be passionate. I want it to have some fire and some fun and some sexiness to it. So I'm going to put that cinnamon stick in. Then I'm going to put red clover in for a committed love, one that is true and faithful. I'm going to add some lemongrass for clearing out any sort of negativity or blocks that are blocking that love from coming to me. And then finally some damiana to really bring that love toward me, to kind of pull that and be very, very magnetic. So what we do when we're making a potion is as we're adding each of these herbs to the pot, we want to ask it to do what its specialty is. So as I add the lemongrass, clear away any blocks to love. Make that love come toward me. Make my lover come toward me and be attracted to me. Make the love be sweet and harmonious and peaceful. We add the cinnamon stick for some passion and excitement and fun and sensuality and so on. And then lastly, we're going to add that red clover for committed and faithful love. All right. So we ask the herbs to do everything that they're good at, and then we pour our water in, make this potion, bring my love to me, make him or her faithful, loving, kind, and so on. We can even say, as we're brewing that tea, we can brew it for a magical number of minutes, say 7 minutes or 13 minutes or so on. And as we're doing that, we can pray over it. I like to hold my hands over it to kind of charge it with energy, focus and concentrate on the love that I want, either saying the words or thinking the thoughts, visualizing what it is that you want it to do. When the time has passed, if you set a timer for 7 minutes or 13 minutes or so on, now your tea is ready to serve. And so you can pour that tea out. Making a beautiful and magical potion. As you do that, as you drink that tea, you visualize what it is that you want. If you're drinking the tea for yourself, if you're having someone else drink it, you also visualize that positive outcome. When the tea is finished, because I didn't strain it, I can look at the remaining herbs that are in there and read them like I read tea leaves. So it's a completely magical, completely fun way to make a magic potion. I have a great blog post about teas and making magic potions, and it lists many herbs that you can use and what they're used for in making a tea potion. So you'll want to check out my blog at parlorofwonders.com to see many of the herbs that you can use for making magical potions for your particular intention. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was so fun to have tea with you today. And my name is Madame Pamita, and this is Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can always find me online at parlorofwonders.com.